Good evening from the basement of the Drake Union. I'm Jenna DeSico alongside Bryant Kubik, and you're about to experience the news.
In a historic night for America, Barack Obama was elected the 44th President of the United States Tuesday, defeating Arizona Senator John McCain in what turned out to be a landslide election. Obama garnered 364 votes, as well as 53% of the popular vote. He will become the first senator since John F. Kennedy to go directly from the Senate to the White House. The best political team on Ohio State closed-circuit television covered the election live and became the first news organization to call the election for Barack Obama.
And me and you were talking about this earlier. If McCain loses any one of those toss-up states, it's going to be nearly impossible for him to make it back up in this election.
Especially having already lost Pennsylvania,
exactly.
which is an important state for him.
He basically needs to win every
toss-up
state
almost has
to get the presidency.
Florida is a swing state, and it looks like it's going towards Obama, and that's going to be a big blow to the McCain campaign.
With Barack Obama's win in Ohio, we have great confidence that Barack Obama will be the next president of the United States.
Barack Obama, 44th President of the United States, first African-American president in United States history.
The Republican Party wasted no time tossing vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin under the wheels of the Straight Talk Express, as unnamed sources within the McCain campaign said Wednesday that Governor Palin displayed a troubling lack of knowledge of world issues and events. The sources said Palin could not name all 3 countries in the North American Free Trade Agreement and was even unaware that Africa was a continent. Sarah Palin responded Friday, calling the attacks cruel and cowardly, saying, quote, "Those were taken out of context, and that's cruel. It's mean-spirited. It's immature. It's unprofessional, and those guys are jerks if they came away with it, taking things out of context, and then tried to spread something on national news."
The state of Ohio elected a new attorney general as Rich Cordray, former state treasurer, received 57% of the vote and cruised to a victory. In 1987, Cordray was a 5-time champion and a Tournament of Champions semifinalist on Jeopardy, winning over $45,000.
Sounds like a smart guy. Maybe this attorney general won't get sued for sexual harassment. The hotly contested 15th District congressional race between Mary Jo Kilroy and Steve Stivers looks like it might come down to a state-required recount to decide a winner. Steve Stivers unofficially won the election Tuesday by a mere 321 votes. Ohio law requires a recount if the race is decided by less than 1% of the vote.
For the 4th time since 1990, Ohioans voted to reject the building of a casino in the state. Issue 6 proposed to build a $600 million casino in Clinton County near Wilmington, Ohio. 63% of the electorate voted no on the issue. It was only one of 5 ballot issues in Ohio to be rejected by voters.
Despite increased interest in the election this year, turnout in Ohio appears to have fallen short of 2004's numbers. About 5.6 million people voted across the state of Ohio this year, accounting for about 67% of eligible voters. 2004's election between George W. Bush and challenger John Kerry saw nearly 24,000 more voters. Buckeye TV's Heather Hope visited election locations Tuesday morning to get a first-hand look at the turnout. Heather?
Today went really smoothly. We had a few issues at a couple polling places, but here at JO South in particular, students really didn't have any trouble voting. We did have some issues where there were issues with ID requirements and poll workers were requiring students to vote provisionally when they shouldn't have, but we were able to get those cleared up pretty early.
From what I saw, there was a decent turnout here. I think a lot of people took advantage of early voting, so there weren't that many big lines.
I believe my vote made a difference. I think everybody should vote in the state of Ohio.
President-elect Obama got a quick start on his transition to the highest office in the land, naming Illinois Democratic Congressman Rahm Emanuel as his chief of staff Thursday. Emanuel was a close advisor to the Obama campaign and served as a senior advisor to President Bill Clinton. He has represented the 5th Congressional District of Illinois since 2002.
In the 2 days following the election, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped to almost 1,000 points, bottoming out around 8,600 points before a slight rebound on Friday. Buckeye TV's Ashley Dillon went out to see how the economy was affecting students here at Ohio State. Ashley?
Thanks, Ashley. Columbus police issued a warning last week regarding a serial rapist who has been hunting down women on the northwest and north sides of Columbus. The man has sexually assaulted 6 women since June, including his most recent attack at the Olentangy Commons. The man is stocky, 5 feet 6 inches to 5 feet 9 inches tall, likely in his late 30s or early 40s. Anyone with tips or information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 614-645-TIPS. We'll have a peek at fall fashion, competitive guitar hero, and more on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Although Kentucky Fried Chicken's 11 herbs and spices remain a closely guarded secret, the winners of the KFC Colonel's Scholars Award are well publicized. Bianca Larkins, Jennifer McCune, Josh Roush, and Luke DeBruin were 4 of only 100 students selected from more than 70,000 applications across the country to receive the award this year. Our very own Rachel Bilczak has the story.
Fried chicken, biscuits, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. We are all aware of these tasty treats on the KFC menu, but did you know that Kentucky Fried Chicken could also help pay for your college tuition? It's true, folks, and the Ohio State University has 4 freshmen lucky enough to win the aid of the Colonel. On Thursday, October 16th, KFC hosted a welcome party inside Mendenhall Laboratory for the 4 freshmen who received the KFC Colonel Sanders Scholarship. The scholarship allows each student to receive $20,000 over 4 years. Of more than 70,000 applicants, only 100 are accepted. Ohio State has the 3rd highest number of students in the country who have obtained the scholarship. The top 2 schools are the University of Florida with 7 scholars and the University of Texas Austin with 6 scholars.
Oh, it's a huge thing for KFC. We're here today recognizing these 4 individuals and continuing the Colonel Sanders legacy. And he was all about trying to help others and continuing to learn and grow. And education was really big to him, and this is trying to keep his legacy going.
The talented Buckeyes who have achieved the scholarship are Bianca Larkins, Josh Roush, Jennifer McCune, and Luke DeBruin. These current McCune, and Luke, these current Roush, and Luke, Roush, McCune, and Luke, these Roush, McCune, and Luke, these Roush, McCune, and Luke, Roush, McCune, and Luke, Roush, McCune, and Luke,
Position.
Roush, McCune, and Luke, Roush, McCune,
Down,
and Luke,
down, down,
Roush,
down,
McCune,
down,
and Luke,
down,
down, Dickens, down, Crash, down, McKeon, down, and Luke, smart guy, Dickens, smart guy, Crash, smart guy, McKeon, smart guy, and Luke, smart guy, Dickens, smart guy, Crash, smart guy, McKeon, smart guy, and Luke, Dickens, Crash, McKeon, and Luke, Dickens, Crash, McKeon, and Luke,
Things out.
Dickens,
Things out.
Crash,
Things out.
McKeon,
Things out.
and Luke,
Things out. Things out.
Dickens,
Things out.
Crash,
Things out.
McKeon,
Things out.
and Luke,
Things out. Things out.
Dickens,
Calling the.
Crash,
Calling the.
McKeon,
Calling the.
and Luke,
Calling the. Calling the.
Dickens,
Calling the.
Crash,
Calling the.
McKeon,
Calling the.
and Luke,
Calling the. Calling the.
Dickens,
World issue.
Crash,
World issue.
McKeon,
World issue.
and Luke,
World issue. World issue.
Dickens,
World issue.
Crash,
World issue.
McKeon,
World issue.
and Luke,
World issue. World issue.
Dickens,
World issue.
Crash,
Presidential king.
McKeon,
Presidential king.
and Luke,
Presidential king. Presidential king.
Dickens,
Presidential king.
Crash,
Presidential king.
McKeon,
Presidential king.
and Luke,
Presidential king. Presidential king.
Dickens,
Presidential king.
Crash,
Presidential king.
McKeon,
Of the Union.
and Luke,
Of the Union. Of the Union.
Dickens,
Of the Union.
Crash,
Of the Union.
McKeon,
Of the Union.
and Luke,
Of the Union. Of the Union.
Dickens,
Of the Union.
Crash,
Of the Union.
McKeon,
Anthony Skaggs,
and Luke,
Leon.
Dickens,
Anthony,
Crash,
are things looking
McKeon,
any better
and Luke,
this week?
Dickens,
No,
Crash,
it's not.
McKeon, and Luke,
Pull for him. Pull for him.
Dickens,
Pull for him.
Crash,
Pull for him.
McKeon,
Pull for him.
and Luke,
Pull for him. Pull for him.
Dickens,
Pull for him.
Crash,
Pull for him.
McKeon,
Pull for him.
and Luke,
Pull for him.
Ohio State
Dickens,
television
Crash,
for the election
McKeon,
NBC
and Luke,
Ohio State television
Dickens,
for the election
Crash,
NBC
McKeon,
Ohio State
and Luke,
television as well
Dickens,
as well
Crash,
as well
McKeon,
as well
and Luke,
as well as well
Dickens,
as well
Crash,
as well
McKeon,
as well
and Luke,
as well as well
Crash, and Luke, and Dickens, Crash, and Luke, Crash, and Luke, Dickens, Crash, and Luke, Crash, and Dickens, Crash, and Luke, Crash, and Dickens, Crash, and Luke,
as well
Dickens,
as well
Crash,
as well
McKeon,
as well
and Luke,
as well as well
Dickens,
as well
Crash,
as well
McKeon,
as well
and Luke,
as well for the election
Dickens,
NBC
Crash,
Ohio State
McKeon,
television
and Luke,
for the election NBC
Dickens,
Ohio State
Crash,
television
McKeon,
for the election
and Luke,
NBC Ohio State
Dickens,
Pull for him.
Crash,
Pull for him.
McKeon,
Pull for him.
and Luke,
Pull for him. Pull for him.
Dickens,
Pull for him.
Crash,
Pull for him.
McKeon,
Pull for him.
and Luke,
Pull for him. Pull for him.
Dickens,
Pull for him.
Crash,
Back up.
McKeon,
Having already
and Luke,
Pennsylvania is an important
Dickens,
He basically
Crash,
win
As
every
well.
McKeon,
almost
and Luke,
presidency.
Is
Dickens,
and it looks
Crash,
Of the Union.
McKeon,
Of the Union.
and Luke,
Of the Union. Of the Union.
Dickens,
Of the Union.
Crash,
Of the Union.
McKeon,
Of the Union.
and Luke,
Of the Union. Of the Union.
Dickens,
Of the Union.
Crash,
Of the Union.
McKeon,
Presidential king.
and Luke,
Presidential king. Presidential king.
Dickens,
Presidential king.
Crash,
Presidential king.
McKeon,
Presidential king.
and Luke,
Presidential king. Presidential king.
Dickens,
Presidential king.
Crash,
Presidential king.
McKeon,
Presidential king.
and Luke,
World issue. World issue.
Dickens,
World issue.
Crash,
World issue.
McKeon,
World issue.
and Luke,
World issue. World issue.
Dickens,
World issue.
Crash,
World issue.
McKeon,
World issue.
and Luke,
Calling the. Calling the.
Dickens,
Calling the.
Crash,
Calling the.
McKeon,
Calling the.
and Luke,
Calling the. Calling the.
Dickens,
Calling the.
Crash,
Calling the.
McKeon,
Calling the.
and Luke,
Calling the. Things out.
Dickens,
Things out.
Crash,
Things out.
McKeon,
Things out.
and Luke,
Things out. Things out.
Dickens,
Things out.
Crash,
Things out.
McKeon,
Things out.
and Luke,
Things out. Things out.
Dickens,
7%,
Crash,
7%,
McKeon,
7%,
and Luke,
7%, 7%,
Dickens,
7%,
Crash,
7%,
McKeon,
7%,
and Luke,
7%, 7%,
Dickens,
Smart guy.
Crash,
Smart guy.
McKeon,
Smart guy.
and Luke,
Smart guy. Smart guy.
Dickens,
Smart guy.
Crash,
Smart guy.
McKeon,
Smart guy.
and Luke,
Smart guy. Smart guy.
Dickens,
Smart guy.
Crash,
Down.
McKeon,
Down.
and Luke,
Down. Down.
Dickens,
Down.
Crash,
Down.
McKeon,
Down.
and Luke,
Down. Down.
Dickens,
Down.
Crash,
Down.
McKeon,
position,
and Luke,
position, position,
Dickens,
position,
Crash,
position,
McKeon,
position,
and Luke,
position, position,
Dickens,
position,
Crash,
position,
McKeon,
depart,
and Luke,
depart, depart,
Dickens,
depart,
Crash,
depart,
McKeon,
depart,
and Luke,
depart, depart,
Dickens,
depart,
Crash,
depart,
McKeon,
depart,
and Luke, Dickens, Crash, McKeon, and Luke, Dickens, Crash, McCune, and Luke Jones. The Atkins, Josh, 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 McCune.
3 days ago, it was 70 degrees. Today, 40. Welcome to Ohio. But you know who accurately predicted those temperatures? Our resident weather expert, Anthony Scaglione. Anthony, are things looking any better this week?
No, it's not. In fact, we're going to have below normal temps to start the week. You'll need to get to know your umbrella because as we head into the middle of next week and through next weekend, we're going to see a lot of rain in central Ohio. And as I said, next weekend, we're expecting more of the same. Taking a look at the satellite, we currently have an upper level low sitting over the Great Lakes right now. It's producing a whole lot of clouds across most of the Midwest, and in fact, we do have rain moving in off of Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, and Lake Huron. The weather will improve over the next 24 to 48 hours, though, as the high pressure system begins to kick that upper level low out. So we will see some sunshine as we head into Monday. Monday night, it's clear, but it will be very cold, and temperatures in the upper 20s. And as we head into Tuesday, high pressure begins to move off to our east. We have a low pressure system beginning to move out from the southwest, however, and that will affect our weather in the middle of the week. So let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Monday, partly cloudy skies, temperature 44. Tuesday, 45 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. This is the best 2 days for any type of sun. And as we head into the rest of the week, you can see basically a pretty high percentage of rain Wednesday through Saturday. Temperatures will warm up around Thursday and Friday. Temperatures up in around the 50s. But as we head into next weekend, by the time we get to Sunday, we may even see some snowflakes mix in with high temperatures only in the middle 30s.
OUAB and the Interfraternity Council teamed up for a Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, an effort to raise awareness of the abuse of women. Margaret Stahl has the story.
Ladies, did you ever wish your guy friends had to walk a mile in your shoes? Well, I'm here outside the Wexner Center, and behind me, some of them are. Some of the men from the Interfraternity Council and the OUAB are literally walking a mile in high heels around campus to raise awareness on the abuse against women.
Walk a Mile in Her Shoes is a nationwide campaign on domestic violence. In order to participate, the men had to have a sponsor, most of which were from various sororities around campus. Almost 100 pairs of shoes were donated for the event. Tony Rodriguez, a member of Alpha Tau Omega, talked to me about the importance of domestic violence awareness.
Well, I think it's important that people are more aware of the sexual violence and abuse that goes on. A lot of times it's something that will happen just behind closed doors, and I think it's for a worthy cause.
Since 1 in 4 women and 1 in 13 men will be sexually abused in their lifetime, the men felt this was a worthwhile cause. even if they had to experience a little bit of pain in their toes.
I don't know, you know. I feel like
it's not comfortable, I'll say that much.
Not at all. My big toe is kind of messed up, so it's like, you know, like I got some Benny Wells going on my foot.
It's very important. It happens so often, especially in the surrounding area around campus. You see it a lot with young ladies that are walking by themselves, something like that. They're always being attacked. So it's something we need to raise more awareness. The more people know about it, the less of a chance we have of these things like this happening again.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so this is just one of many events around campus and the Columbus area that are raising attention for this serious issue. Reporting from the Wexner Center Plaza, I'm Margaret Stahl, Buckeye 19 News.
That looked incredibly painful.
Tell me about it.
Well, that's all the news that has happened over this past week. Literally, all of it.
We here at Buckeye TV are going to take a 167-hour break, but we'll be back with you next week covering all the news you're fit to know. For Bryant Kubik, I'm Jenna DeSico. Have a good night.
Bye.